Hi there, this is Dr. Jason Jones again. Thank you for joining us on our video today. We've got Kathy with us and we have Elizabeth with us today. And Kathy is going to explain how Elizabeth is doing. We're going to talk a little bit about why she came in originally and what we've been doing and the results that she's been getting. So, good to see you guys today.
Hello, hi.
Yeah. So tell me, Kathy, a little bit about Elizabeth and because you guys have been going through this for quite a while,
Right.
and sort of once you started having seeing doctors and getting treatment and those kinds of things, what was or were the original diagnosis or diagnoses that Elizabeth was given?
They told me, the thing that brought me in here was that they told me that she had Asperger's, which is a form of autism. And you had a workshop that I went to for autism. And that is what caused me to come in here.
Okay.
But with that autism and the Asperger's, she was also diagnosed with ODD, CAPD, Tourette's, and Asperger's.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And what were the original issues and sort of problems that you were noticing to make you want to start looking at different things?
They wanted to put her on medication, and I was taking her to the psychiatrist because we were having rages, every day rages that would last an hour, hour and a half, and then it would go 2 or 3 days, and we'd have another hour, hour and a half rage, to the point where I couldn't control her anymore, and she was totally angry all the time. And she wasn't learning in school. She was barely passing in her grades. And so we had come to the conclusion that she was going to have to be on medication. But in my soul, I was just bucking that. I didn't want her be put on medication. And so I knew there had to be a better way.
Okay. And then she was having some headaches too.
Headaches,
and,
yes.
Along with the rages.
Oh yes, they had given her medicine for her headaches, but when I asked why they were giving her this medicine, they said, well, all kids have headaches. Well, that didn't work. I mean, that doesn't make sense to me, that kids get headaches. There's a reason for it. And then, of course, the medicine they gave her caused her to have stomach pain. And so then they gave her more medicine to fix the stomach pain, but nobody could give me any answers.
Right.
So
wow.
That's why I ended up, I kept praying. I said, there's got to be a better way. And
okay.
then I went to your workshop, and I said, I'm willing to try that.
Okay.
I am willing to try that because you were doing inside the body from the inside out.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
I mean, if there's a problem with the body, it's got to be, it made sense to me that it'd be from what you were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Heal from the inside out.
Heal
Yep.
from the inside.
Absolutely. And then once we started working with Elizabeth and working on her, and obviously we gave some things to do at home, and we did nutrition and supplementation and those kinds of things, and obviously we did what we did in the office too. When did you start to notice the changes with her?
Within 2 weeks, we were no longer having rages, and that's amazing. That was totally amazing. I mean, it was just, and it was because of the dietary. We went to basically as much organic as we could do, and we took her off dairy, and then later we found out from the testing that you did that she was allergic to dairy. And we also, through the research, I had found out that a lot of autistic children were misdiagnosed because they were allergic to dairy. And that these symptoms that she was having were the same symptoms that autism children have, and it was just an allergic reaction to the food. And we started seeing you in November, and the first progress report after we saw you was in January, or the first report card, I don't remember which, but she had A's on her report card. That had never ever happened in her life. She's in 6th grade.
That's awesome.
It's totally awesome.
That's really good.
Because we took this stuff that you was said too hard. We did the omega-3s, we did the vitamin supplements, we did the chamomile, which helped her stomach. We, as much as we can, we stay within the diet, but she is a kid. We live in today's society.
It's the real world.
And we can't stick to it all the time. When the kid wants hamburger and french fries, we get hamburger and french fries. The one food we will never ever eat again in our house is pizza.
Okay.
pizza will never, ever, ever be in our house again.
And don't let Kathy fool you. She is a trooper. She exactly what she said. She took it to heart. She dug her heels in. It was a change for the family to do. Yeah. But she didn't mess around. She went in there. She made the changes that she needed to make, and they've been reaping the rewards from actually doing that.
Yeah.
So you mentioned the grades, how they changed after that first one. Now we have had an additional report card since then. I think since the second one, and the grades were even better on that one than it was on the first check.
It was even better. Her whole personality has changed, where she's still quite shy. Mm-hmm. I mean, she's very, very shy.
Me too.
But as far as how her mind now collects information, I just watch it now. It works better. Mm-hmm. She doesn't have to worry about all that clutter and being in control. And so now her mind can actually do what it's functional to do, and that's learning.
Yeah.
You know, and we actually have meaningful, full conversations, huh, baby?
Yeah. She's so cute. And you guys, you had the other therapist, I guess you could say, that you guys were seeing when we had began the treatment. They had noticed changes in her interaction, her ability to engage,
right,
and things like that as well, correct?
Yes, her she goes to a counselor, and that's to help her with her communication skills. Mm-hmm. And he has been amazed that our interaction and her communication skills has improved so much. Mm-hmm. Now, still to strangers, she has difficulty, but he observes us together, and so he can see the improvement.
Sure.
You know, there. Now, she still has some problems with CAPD, mm-hmm. and we're going to go to occupational therapy for that, because that's a learned behavior that we have to unlearn.
Yeah.
You know, but other than that, she's doing awesome.
That is great. That is very, very good. And then, if you met somebody in a same or similar situation to what you guys have, sort of the dynamic you guys have gone through, mm-hmm. what would you tell other people out there about that?
I tell everybody. I said, Dr. Jones is my savior. I tell absolutely.
I'm a step below that.
I know.
Probably way down there, but that's okay.
But no, I tell everybody what I've learned. And I tell them about the dietary. Mm-hmm. And I tell them about the chemicals and the food. In fact, we are this year growing 4 8x8 garden plots, so that we can have what we know is good vegetables.
You can call me over for dinner, aren't you?
Oh, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome, the stuff that we're growing. But I tell everybody. I've told people in Minnesota, Wisconsin, I mean, all sides of the world has known about the improvement. And it's basically, I know that what you do in the office has helped her headaches, and it helped straighten her spine, because she was all crooked when we first came in here, and that was the cause of her headaches. But what's caused her personality change and her psychological change was dietary.
Yeah.
And the chemicals. And I tell everybody, if your kid is acting like this, take them off milk. If your kid's acting like this,
or get them tested, right?
No, I tell them take them off. I said, you don't need milk after 1 year old. That's what you told me. You don't need milk after 1 year old.
Yeah.
So we just need something that has calcium in it, and you get lots of calcium otherwise.
Yeah, and that really goes to the fact of, when you look at a human being, a human being is not a sum of parts. They're not just a blob. So what it takes what you said, which and I'm paraphrasing all of it together, is synergy. Where you take the right things and you do them at the right time in the right amount, and then all that's left is time. And time, then it takes time. And when you put all those things together, then you get what we've got, what we've had happen, with her. And it really is an amazing thing.
It's totally awesome. We're not done yet.
Mm-hmm.
But now, at least, that I have a normal 12-year-old, and I can fine-tune behavior now because she's 12, not because, oh my gosh, which of the several diagnoses is acting up right now? This is cool. I love it.
It's awesome. Well, thank you very much, guys.
You're welcome.
And we'll see you guys next time. and have a good day.